Hey everyone, this is Rachel, and today I'm here with a new scrapbooking process video. Thanks so much for joining me here, and I hope you enjoy. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome, and I would love it if you would become a subscriber. You can also click on the notification bell so you always know when I have a new video up. Alright folks, let's get going!
Hey everyone, I'm here with another process video. Now as you can see, I'm using a cut file. I don't remember where I got this. I printed this out on a Dear Lizzie Lucky Charm pattern paper so long ago, like at least a year ago, just playing with my silhouette, and then I just put this cut file aside. And my original thought, if you can see over on the right, I've got some Distress Oxides. My original thought was I was going to do a layer of Distress Oxides and behind the cut file. When I was looking for some embellishments, you'll see me use them a little bit later, I came across this piece of paper that I had actually just used to test some new colors of some Shimmers products I had purchased. And when I came across it, I was kind of like, oh my gosh, I think this would actually look pretty cute behind the cut file. And when I looked at it, I was like, oh, it does look pretty cute. So it doesn't matter that on its own, it looks like ridiculous and just literally like I was testing pieces of mists and watercolors. And then here I flip it over to turn it and I do it all completely wrong. And it's just a bad deal from the start. Luckily my glue dries so very clear, because holy heck would that have been a hot mess if not. So the Art Glitter clear glue for the win, because you can't see anything weird or wonky regarding it. I do finally realize I should flip it over and do it the other direction, and look at how cute that looks. I mean, it's not like I created this art on purpose. It was just something I was testing, and, I thought, hey, I think I'll look at this behind the cut file and see what happens. And I actually really like it. And it was so much easier than trying to do some ink blending and figuring out how to do it without making a huge mess, because I do huge messes quite well. So I'm adding some extra liquid glue because I had ended up probably getting a little bit of the glue off of it. I just wanted to reinforce that on the edges. And then because this is cardstock covered by a pattern paper, I do go ahead and add quite a bit of ATG glue to the back just to make sure it sticks. So once I get that down, I'm going to go ahead and get it to the back of my page. If I was thinking, and I had my druthers, if that cut file didn't go really edge to edge, I would have trimmed that white cardstock down and backed it with a pattern paper. But I did not. I will try to fix it in a little bit. Now, I may have mentioned this in the past, I am moving I was going to say in a couple weeks, but in reality, it's next month. So I don't have a ton of pattern paper out except for the new stuff I've purchased, and none of that really was going to go with this because that cut file is cut on pattern paper. It was really busy. I did, however, have these glassine bags that I had saved. So I have 2 aqua and 1 pink. I do end up just using the 1 aqua polka dot and then that clear one. The other ones, it's just too busy. And that's fine. I used 2 of my glassine bags, which I keep all the time, but never remember to use. So I was actually pretty proud of myself. So that photo is of Xanthi. My nephew and my housemate both got new phones. The new 11 iPhone, I think it is. Well, it's not really all that new, but it's new to them. And it has portrait mode for pets, and my nephew took this photo of Miss Xanthi. We, at one time, had tried walking her outside in a harness, but she quickly outgrew that because she gained quite a bit of weight. She was a young kitten, not a young kitten, but she was younger when we got her, and then she filled out So the harness didn't fit her, and then we never really replaced it. She never really desired to go outside all that often, but she does like going out and watching the birds. So we did end up buying her a new harness, and for those of you who wondered, at first, yes, she became paralyzed when we put it on her, but she got over that quickly when she realized she was allowed to go outside with it on. So I am using some, I believe that's a Chamel thicker, the word thickers from Oh Sugar. I don't remember what that's actually from. It might not even be Chamel. I don't know. Anyway, I'm using the words Hello Dream because she was super excited about being able to go outside again. I did cut away from the putting on of that paper clip. I will not admit to you how long it took me to get that paper clip onto that little piece of paper. It was a while. It did not want to go. I didn't want to tear the paper, but I wanted to have it tucked under rather than just glued on top. So you see I took some ink and I did edge the edge of my paper, of my white cardstock, to kind of give it a little shadow look. That's where I've been thinking, oh sugar, I really should have bordered this in a darker pattern. I would have been happier. But like I said, I didn't want to trim it down at that point. I would have lost some of the cut file and I didn't want to do that. So I'm pretty happy with the way things are going now, and so I'm going to start to embellish. So really the only pattern paper I'm using on this page is the cut file. So what I did was grab a whole bunch of these Bella Boulevard wonky enamel hearts, and I'm going to be using the red, the pink, and the blue. And then I also pulled out these Vicky Bouton vellum stickers as well as the cardstock stickers that are in black and white. Now those are meant to be watercolored or mixed mediaed, but I'm actually only going to use one of I'm talking about the cardstock stickers, by the way, not the vellum stickers I'm using right now. I'm only going to use one for journaling, so I didn't do any coloring to it. So I'm adding those phrase stickers. They're phrase vellum. They're not really vellum. They're just translucent plastic stickers. So they're not clear stickers, but they're clear-ish stickers that are like swipes of a paintbrush. So I'm using those as the base for my embellishment clusters. I'm also putting an embellishment. I'm using the area where the title is, where the title and the journaling spot, I'm using that as one big embellishment cluster. So it's got the title, it's got enamel hearts, it's got the translucent sticker hearts, it has the journaling spot. So that's all one giant embellishment cluster. And then I'm doing the two smaller embellishment clusters over on the top right and then down at the bottom middle. So I'm doing my visual triangle, which if you notice, if you connect the triangle, the center point is Xanthi's face, because that's the focal point. And if you have any desire to listen to some design theories in action in regards to card making and scrapbooking, I highly, highly, highly recommend Kathy Zilski's YouTube channel. She does these crafty talks where she talks about design elements and stuff, and they're really, really interesting, and she is a great teacher. So anyway, I did do my journaling. As you can see, it is, as I'm talking about, Miss Xanthi in her love of going outside and watching the birds. She does quite enjoy that. So I am finishing off this layout with some spattering with my Shimmers products. I am starting off with Rip Van Periwinkle, and then I'm moving on to the color Sweetheart, which is a lovely, lovely pink color. That's going to finish my layout off today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you could please, wow, messing up right at the end, super fun. If you could please flip me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Bye.